Hello besties, if you're new here, welcome to my channel. If you happen to watch the one other video that I have uploaded, welcome back and thank you. So today we have a really fun video in store. I'm going to be doing a 48-hour readathon. You heard that right, 48 hours of reading as many books as I can in a 48-hour time span. A couple of readathon rules are: number one, we will be sleeping. We're not sacrificing the REM cycle for the readathon, okay? REM cycle is forever, readathon is 48 hours. So we're gonna keep up with our sleep habits. And two, I do have some errands that I still have to run. I'm still a girl. I still have things that I have to do on the weekend. This is just gonna be as many books as I can read in a 48-hour time span. I'm doing this with our group on Discord. I'm in Sarah's book club, Sara Carrolli's book club, and we have a blast in there. Like, we are eating books up, we are recommending things to each other. I feel like they're my besties, like my in real life besties, and this is just a shout out. Thank you, Sarah, for our little book community. I love being in there. I love that we are all equally committed to just living the book life. And it doesn't matter how many books we read, how fast we read, like, we're just here for the vibes. So we're doing a 48-hour readathon. It will run from 8 p.m. tonight, Friday, to 8 p.m. on Sunday night. So there will be some sleeping, there will be some other errands that we have to run, but I'm going to try to listen to audiobooks when I'm doing those as much as I can. So we're going to get started, and I will see you with the first update. It's the next day. I did finish my first book last night called Definitely Better Now. It is an ARC from NetGalley. I finished it. The pacing was really slow at the end, so I'm glad I finished it. I'm ready to move on to something else. I've been working on that book for a little while, so I think we are going to make a matcha. Okay, this says that it says latte with oat milk mix. Tastes of vanilla, and that it's sweet. So I'm gonna try it just with almond milk and not adding honey, which I normally do to like my regular. So here's the review coming of Chamberlain Coffee Matcha. That's good. I think I could have done honey in it. I like really sweet stuff, but my almond milk is vanilla, and so I didn't want it to be too much, but this is good. And we're gonna get back to reading. 23 hours into the readathon, and so far I have finished a book called Definitely Better Now. I am about 160-ish pages into Reckless and giddy, kicking my feet, smiling, like, so good, loving it so far. And I'm about 60% into a nonfiction book about business. So I've been listening to it on Audible as I clean the house, gave our dog a bath. I went to the nail salon. So making great progress. A little bit of our TBR for the next 25 hours is to finish Reckless. I want to start and finish A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston. And then I want to at least start a book I have on Libby called All the Colors of the Dark by Chris Whitaker. It's the Read with Jenna book pick for the month. And so from what I know about it, it is a mystery thriller about a serial killer and a love story. So I'm really interested to see how that book is. I finally got my hold on Libby for it. So that is our TBR. I just went and picked up ramen for dinner, and I'm going to eat that and hop right back into it. So loving our readathon so far. I'm really excited for the next 4-ish hours, 5 maybe, if I can stay awake, and then we'll pick back up tomorrow. So let's get back to it. This book, okay, words are not going to be able to express how I feel about this book. This book, I wouldn't say, I feel like you just can't compare it to Powerless. It's just different. I loved it. 5 stars. 5 stars. That's really all you need to know about this one. Thoughts on Definitely Better Now. I didn't really get into them earlier. When I finished it, it is an arc. It's a little heavier than I was expecting. I don't know why the cover made me, it gave me Catherine Center vibes, and I've never even read a Catherine Center book, but it just gave me the same cover vibes. So I was thinking rom-com with a few heavier themes, and it's not super heavy to the point. I feel like there could be light trigger warnings in this book, mostly around alcohol consumption, which is in the summary of the book, grief, and family dynamics. This is not a spoiler. The very beginning of the book, and maybe even on the back. AA is a huge piece of this book and a huge piece of the plot and her recovery. If you or a family member had been associated with that, it could be a trigger, but it's not done in a bad way. It's shown in a nice light. I think I would recommend it as a book because the themes and the writing was really beautiful. I highlighted so many quotes, but I don't know that I would recommend it for everyone. So just maybe keep that in mind before you pick it up. Reckless, I would recommend for everyone. Yeah, also started and finished A Novel Love Story by Ashley Poston, or Poston. So if you haven't heard what this book is about, which I feel like most of you have, this book is about our main character, Eileen, or she goes by Elsie. She ends up in this small town that this book is based out of, but she's not just in the small town, she's in the book. Book characters, book plot, things that she read at home with her friends for book club, she's there interacting with these characters. I gave this a 3.75 star rating, it was really cute. It was cozy. I binged it in under a day and have no regrets about reading it. The pacing was really quick. I did kind of flip back and forth between the physical copy and the audiobook. And the audiobook was so cute, but I also was like, where are these southern accents coming from? Which I'm very aware that I have a southern accent, but this book is based in New York. So I don't know where the accents were coming from, but great read. Really cute, really quick. I love Ashley's writing. This is not my favorite book by her. I've only read this one and The 7-Year Slip. I haven't read The Dead Romantics, but I probably will, just based on how I've enjoyed her books so far. But 3.75 stars on this one. So overall, wrapping up, I finished 3 books, Definitely Better Now, Reckless, and A Novel Love Story, and I am about 60 or 65% through Ready, Fire, Aim, which is a business book. It's really good. It's really helpful. I probably won't rate it because it's just like a business book and like a guide, but I am really enjoying that book. Thank you to Sara and her Discord for hosting this event. It was so much fun going through sprints with all of the other besties in there and just like keeping up with what everyone's reading. There were so many of us doing this, like so many from all over the world.